Hello you lovely lot. Right, in my last monthly reset video, which was a bit of a test, I asked everyone if they would like to see more of it, and the overwhelming response was yes. So here I am, and I guess this is the official introduction of a new series, which is going to be my monthly resets. First Friday of every month, I'm reviewing goals, my budget, and also sales. And I do this kind of like, who won? Etsy or my website? Last month, you know what? I'm jumping ahead. Let's just jump straight in with the goals for October. How did I do? Not so great. I had to finish the course in October. Not even close. I did have a couple of things that I was stuck on though. So I've overcome those obstacles and I have answered the questions, and now progress is actually picking up, which is brilliant. I will get it done in November, but that was a big fail. And create videos for my Etsy listings. I did too. So, yeah, kind of, not really. It was not a good month for goals. Although, I mentioned in my last video that I was having problems getting some of my products indexed on my website. I've only gone and fixed it, and all of my items are all green and approved, and I love it, and I'm very happy. So, you know, it wasn't a completely wasted month. That wasn't on my to-do list, but I did it. Anyway, that's how I did with October. November goals, going forward. Finish the course. Let's get that done, shall we? I also have some new items that I need to add to the shops as quickly as I can. And I need to decide whether or not I'm going to participate in the Black Friday sale. And that's in a few weeks, so I really need to get going with that one. I don't know whether or not to do it on both platforms or just my website. I'm going to have to look at the figures again. I'll probably do it because I think, especially with the economy being what it is, people are going to be holding off a lot for the Black Friday sale just to try and save some money. So I think it would be a good idea. I just need to figure out the hows and the wheres and the whats. My light is a paid actor in this video. Right, okay, let's move on to the budget. As I recall, I wanted October to be a fairly cheap one and not spend too much, and I did okay. Business-wise, I only bought the absolute essentials. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said for my personal spending. I bought myself a jumper. Do I need another jumper? I do not. But I mean, look at it. I mean, I've already talked about this in a video on my other channel, but I needed to come here with all of my garb. In fact, I'm actually wearing the exact same outfit that I wore then. It is another day, I do promise you that. But I'm trying to squeeze as much autumn as I can out of what is left of autumn, because I love this season and it has just gone way too fast. So there were some other bits and bobs that I bought as well, but they were needed. So yes, as far as my business budget went, I did really good. I am proud of myself. My budget for November, I think I'm just going to stick with trying to keep it as cheap as I possibly can. It will be what it will be. Okay, I know that this is the bit that you have been waiting for, so drum roll. Who won out in the October sales? Was it Etsy or was it my website? Well, it was my website. I thought it would be. It usually is, to be fair. I have noticed an increase in organic traffic to my website now, not just from YouTube and whenever I talk about it on Instagram or my mailing list, but also from Google itself. And that was because I think I had got some of my products indexed. I was just struggling with the others. Like I said, I finished that indexing problem now, so fingers crossed from here on in, my organic traffic from Google should start to increase. Or we shall see. Now, a few of you did make some suggestions as to how I could make this segment a little bit more helpful and juicier without actually giving away my numbers. As I explained in my last video, I don't want to give away my numbers. I did that last year and some people were mean, so I don't want people shouting at me again. So it's finding that balance between sharing information that's helpful to you while at the same time keeping myself from wanting to hide Let's see, what did I write down? I didn't do percentages because I didn't have time, but I did have a look at my combined sales on the website and Etsy this year compared to my sales on Etsy last year. I didn't have my website October last year, so that I can't compare like for like with that. I will be able to early next year because we'll come up to my first year anniversary of having the website, and then I'll be able to compare the two. But for now, it's a case of comparing combined website and Etsy sales to just Etsy from last year. Okay? Okay. Basically, my combined sales this month were fewer than last year, but my combined revenue and profit was up. And I put this down to one main thing, and that is that I have brought back the project bags. Project bags for things like knitting and crochet. Because they are handmade, hand painted, hand embroidered, they are bigger ticket items, if you see what I mean. So I've been making more money from those items, which I've only been selling on my website. So I don't get dinged so badly from all of the Etsy fees either. Thank you! Postman just walked past the window. He must think I'm nuts. Anyway, yes, that's really thrown me off. So I think I've made more revenue and profit because I'm making those bigger ticket items. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have the website. Fewer items don't necessarily mean less revenue. Whereas with Etsy, I tend to have to sell more to make the same amount. October was overall a good month. It blew past with the blink of an eye. I'm still at the start of October up here, so I'm just a little bit like, whoa. I swear time has sped up a little bit, so fingers crossed I can grab the reins in November because it's starting to feel a little bit. And also hopefully I can keep up momentum with regards to sales and whatnot. Join me again next month for the December reset and to find out how everything went. And of course I will be back every Monday with a coffee and craft podcast episode. Right you are, that's your November reset, and if you'd like to see the October one, I will stick it there for you, and I will see you there. Bye!